It's Week 18 of the NFL, and we'll see Christian Kirk. He comes into this one 5th in the NFL in touchdown receptions. It's the Jaguars and the Texans. All that and more coming up next.
Originally opened in 1995 as Jacksonville Municipal Stadium when this franchise entered the NFL. We welcome you to Jacksonville and TIAA Bank Field. It's all about divisional matchups on this final day of the regular season, and we've got a compelling one in store here. As it'll be alongside my partner Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, you look at this Jaguar team. The losers their last time out, so they'll look to make amends here.
And one of the best ways you can do that is to be at home, and they are. They're going to try and ride that home crowd and that wave of emotion to a victory in this one.
And a good effort on the return there. Gets them across the 30, up to the 33. So out come the Texans for their opening drive. And a glance here at their quarterback, standing 6'3".
And he comes to the end of the season leading the NFL in passing yards. And that's not necessarily something you set out to do at the beginning of the year. That's a good illustration of how remarkable and consistent he's been all season.
Play action. Stroud now. That's to the sideline and incomplete. These two teams, they met in Houston earlier in the season with the Texans coming out on top. So a win here in Jacksonville would give them the season series. They'll run it for the first time with Dameon Pierce. They'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. That good for 19 and a first down.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
In motion right goes Higgins. Now a fake on the jet sweep, and they'll instead run up the middle. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. The Texans come into this one looking for a 12th win on the year. And they come in on the heels of yet another victory. That ran their win streak, Charles, up to 7 now.
And I think that last win, that established them and stamped them, to me, as Super Bowl frontrunners. They play with extreme confidence. And you need that in order to go all the way.
So 3rd and 2. This quite possibly 4-down territory, though, if they're stopped. Throwing now is Stroud. That's into a crowd and intercepted. Picked up by Foyesade and Hurricane. And the Jaguars are going to take possession as they've got it at the 42-yard line. Well, it's no secret he's had trouble this year with interceptions, and this is a bad start for him. First drive, throwing another pick.
No matter who's broadcasting his game, that's how the conversation begins. Throwing too many interceptions. Can he take care of the football? If I were his backup, I'd be edging towards the coaches and saying, hey, how about giving me an opportunity?
That's a good acceleration there as he's across midfield to the 48-yard line. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down. If you start assessing what went wrong last week, Charles, in their loss, had nothing to do with the ground game. They ran it well.
And you also have to say to yourself as a team, don't go away from what worked. That's not the reason the game was lost. Running the football over time, when you do it consistently, usually translates into wins.
And they're hoping to do it consistently here. Looking for more there on first down, but this throw downfield, incomplete. You look at the defense for these Texans. It's a unit that has had all sorts of issues against the pass. Dead last in the NFL, number 32 in the league.
And when you're getting ready to face the #1 overall offense in the NFL, it does not matter where you rank defensively because you got your hands full. You don't know what you're going to face, but you know that that's a strong unit that you're getting ready for.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Lawrence will throw. Oh, you saw that one coming. It's intercepted. Thrown back across his body. Kyle Hamilton picks it. 20. 5. And they will score. Pick 6 for the Texans TD. Well, what a response by that defensive unit, Charles, because they just saw their offense throw the interception. They come out there, not only get an interception of their own, but they take it back for the touchdown.
I won't sing it because no one wants to hear that, but perhaps An early case of anything you can do, I can do better between these defenses. A lot of people came to expect the offense to light this game up, but so far, the defenses are stealing the show.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. And from back there, a wise move. He'll just sit on this one, and it'll come out to the 25.
So time to see Jacksonville again on offense for the second time here in this game.
Now remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick six, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go-around.
Yeah, and sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick six and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, oh, yeah, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
Here's Lawrence. Now, hang on here a second. Looks like a Jaguar in some obvious discomfort from that last play. Now, this is just the last thing you want to see in the final week of the... Well, I hope he's okay. We'll step aside. So not quite a first and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And that is incomplete. Well, the coverage a little too good there. And it's 2nd down.
And to put it mildly, this is a tough spot defensively. They have to come right back out and defend their red zone. But how about that good first step towards forcing them to settle for at least 3 points? I think they're also thinking bigger right now. Imagine being able to stop them totally. And
got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Houston. A great effort there. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Texans are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point splits the uprights, and it's now 14-0. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. And now out come the Jags. They've been outplayed early, no question. Down 14-0 already as they come up 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Lawrence. He'll get this out to the flat for ETN. And he gets this up just shy of 30 to the 29 before he's out of bounds. It'll go as a gain of 4, and that'll make it 2nd down. You look at the defense for these Texans.
They're in the spot statistically that you don't want to be in against the pass. Number 32 in the league, dead last.
That was a nice play right there, but overall this season, it's been an absolute disaster. A total lack of communication on the back end. They need a leader who can put this team, this unit, on his shoulder pads and carry them to the right spots.
Counting down toward the midway point in quarter one. And they'll throw on first down with Lawrence. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch, and that will bring... I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the first quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle.
Rush coming, and he's taken down. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. Not the start to this one that any quarterback would want or envision. Remember, he had the pick six, and here he ends up on his backside.
And you have to wonder to yourself, okay, after throwing the pick six, did he get too careful with the football and not deliver downfield and take that sack? They've got to make sure that he's really into this game.
So on fourth down, here's Logan Cook to punt for Jacksonville. He punted 4 times in the loss last week as he gets this one away here. And this will be taken at the 13. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. Good blocking there, nearly sprung him. As it is, it'll go as a 19-yard return. And the Texans will take over with a 1st and 10. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. They've got things going their way early. 14-0 lead and the football. 1st and 10. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. A 14-yard gain there as they look to improve this 14-point lead. Pierce takes it straight ahead. And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. 43 yards rushing for him now on just his first 3 carries.
That outside handoff to the left, that play has to warm the heart of an offensive line coach because they controlled the left side where they were supposed to, but they didn't allow anything to leak from the backside on the right side of the offensive line either. Well played.
Yeah, they created a big run. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets this down about the 21 or 22. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be 2nd down. Stroud off the play fake. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. Back to throw. Here's Stroud. Gets the dump off to Pierce. So nothing doing there, and that'll set up 2nd and goal.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or 2 miss, but that window closed quickly. Here's Stroud. And that is caught, and he has now tied the record. Touchdown. A nice throw there by the 2nd-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that was the kind of play he would have made as a rookie, because usually your rookie season is a continuation of your college days. A lot of one read, and if you don't have it, you just take off and go. Now he's settled in the pocket a little bit more, reading the field and getting to his 2nd and sometimes 3rd progression. That was a nice play.
And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25. Here comes the Jaguars offense as they get set to go again. Well, CD, you kind of feel like they're in a bit of a danger zone right here because now you're down 3 scores, and I know we're in the first half, but the way this offense hasn't been able to generate anything, you feel like they probably need to get something going on this drive, right?
Yeah, and sometimes I overuse if this is an possession, but I think this has to be the possession where they come up with an answer, because only a few teams in league history have ever come back from a 4-score deficit, and if they don't score here, that's what they could be facing the next time they get the ball.
And he's going to go down. The Texans come at him and able to bring him to the ground. Josh Allen from that outside linebacker spot gets in there. It's a loss of 9.
And this is what you've got to do against a quarterback like him. You've got to keep him in the pocket and not let him get to the perimeter, because once he gets outside, that's where he can really hurt you.
Second quarter now from Jacksonville, and it's the Jags with the football, as they've got it with a 3rd down and long coming up.
Hey, run!
Lawrence. And this is going to be incomplete. The passing game not in sync here early, and now it's 4th down. On 4th down, on is Logan Cook to punt. His first punt, 48 yards. This one looks equally as good. Let's take it inside his own 40. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. Nearly a huge return, as it is. Still a very good one. 24 yards. And the Texans with great field position to start this drive as they take over 1st and 10. Sliding out of the pocket. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end.
Nice rhythm throw there on 1st down. He located his tight end, made a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. Now they'll go play action here with Stroud. Rolling to his right. And a throw right sideline is complete. And he'll be marked down right at the 15-yard line. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. Play action. Here's Stroud. Rolling to his left. And he's got it. Touchdown. A great play there. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Texans are able to add on to their first half lead. Extra point right down the middle. And that makes the score 28-0. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Jags offense now gets set and heads back onto the field. And last drive, 3 and out. Still a goose egg on the scoreboard. How do they break that goose egg?
They've got to find a way to get the ball in the hands of their playmakers, get them some space, and try and make a 1st down and get some momentum going. It's been a struggle for them throughout the game, and that 3 and out on the last possession, that told you just how stalled they are on offense.
So who will step up here? We'll see. Now Lawrence on 1st down. A short throw there to Strange. And down he goes at the 49, a 3-yard pickup.
They gave up the completion there, but this is what zone defenses count on. Catching the ball and not much run after the catch.
Now Lawrence. And that one too wide and incomplete. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They've given him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
And this offense on 3rd down today, 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is 3rd and 7. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
Well, this first half has not gone according to plan so far, offensively or even defensively for that matter. They could use a big-time spark somewhere, but it's not going to come on this drive as they have to punt this one away.
And it's taken in at the 9. And he is out of bounds, able to get it across the 20-yard line. Found good room to run there, returns it 14 yards. And the Texans will take over. Dameon Pierce taking the field with the rest of the Texans offense. And he's well on his way to a 100-yard game. He's already more than halfway there. We're only in the second quarter.
And what I've always loved about running backs is they'll tell you, I had no idea how many yards I had.
Right.
Those guys have an innate sense of where they are in a ball game and how many yards they've accumulated, because you know they're always working towards 100.
He's been working well towards 100 here. Stroud sets up the play action. Looking downfield, and that's caught right side. He's got his man. That's another first down as they bite off 23 more on that one. And the big question on this final Sunday, Week 18, could he run up enough pass yards to set the single-season all-time record? It's held by Peyton Manning at 5.477. He's within shouting distance. So we'll see what happens and how much they let him throw the football here in this. And now hold everything here as the challenge flag is out. And we're going to get a review of that last play.
After review of the play,
so not successful there on the challenge, and he'll have to be careful from here on out because he'll only have one challenge remaining. They'll roll him out right. Wide open receiver complete. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. They'll run here with Pierce. And he's going to get him about 3 yards closer. He's down to about the 2. From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. Stroud looking to throw. And that is caught. And the record is his. It's a touchdown. Well, Charles, he's still a young signal caller in this league, 2nd year in the NFL. And I don't know if last year as a rookie, if he would have worked through his progressions like he did on that touchdown pass.
I think you're right about that. We're seeing him grow up right in front of our eyes, because when he went to his primary read, he recognized that they were all over that. So he continued to survey the field, picked up another target, delivered a pass exactly where it needed to be. A very mature play for the 2nd-year quarterback.
Point after, right down the middle. And the route is on here in this first half. Out is the Texans kick team as they'll send this one away. And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and they'll take over at the 25. Here comes the Jaguars offense as they get set here. And right now these guys, they're shuffling a little bit, maybe doubting, because 3 straight drives have ended with them punting the football away.
Yeah, so you start pointing fingers at each other a little bit, asking a lot of questions.
Jones goes diving, and he's got it. And he's going to be brought down right there, so nothing after the catches. He's dropped at the 42. Successful start to the drive, 17 yards, and moves the sticks.
Now that's the kind of big play you'd like to see. This first half, it hasn't gone their way, and they could use a shot in the arm, something to perk them up a bit. And they get one here in the passing game.
Throwing now, Lawrence on first down. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone. 2nd and 10. Now Lawrence. Screenplay. Here's Etienne. And he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like, yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
And that doesn't have to gain big yardage to be an impactful play, because if you can get those pass rushers second-guessing themselves, that they might get hit with a screen, maybe you can wind up slowing them down just a step. And if you do that, that's a win for that play.
And he will have a Jaguars first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Yeah, they really needed to get something going, didn't they? They had punted on the last 2 possessions. The running game starting to come to the front for them, providing a nice pickup there to keep this drive going.
On first down, Lawrence. That one tipped, and it's incomplete. But good hands there defensively. That's second down.
Well, they've been back on their heels a little bit here in this drive, but a chance to exhale just a little bit there with incompletion on first down. Now they have to gear up, try and get 2 more stops, and escape this drive.
And he drops it incomplete, and their struggles continue here.
As soon as he leaked out and began his route, someone on the defensive side broke with him and arrived just in time to separate him from another reception.
Play action. It's Lawrence. He'll buy some time right. And he'll take this beyond the line of scrimmage as he slides to a hole. Only able to get back a yard for his efforts, and that leads us to 4th down. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. Here's Logan Cook now to punt this one away. And this will be out of bounds at the what here? The 12-yard line. Offense back out there along with Dameon Pierce. He's been good. His guys are winning. So far, the recipe working here in the second quarter.
He doesn't like to just tote the rock. He wants to carry his team on his back, and that's what he's done throughout this game.
Yeah, he's done that. He'll be hoping to continue that trend. Sliding out of the pocket. He's got his man on the crossing route. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. A really nice gain of 25 yards. One play has him to the 37 here for 1st and 10. On the bootleg, Stroud rolling to his right. And this is going to be caught, but they'll say out of bounds. So it's incomplete.
Partner, I think he's got to be careful as he continues to try to extend plays because he's already been intercepted in this game. And the coverage, they continue to challenge all of his receivers downfield.
Now this throw caught left side. Down the left sideline. And he's going to get this done inside the 5 before he's out of bounds. A huge play there for Houston. 59 yards. A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on 1st and goal. That's caught at the 1. 2nd and goal from the 1. That is caught. Touchdown, Texans. A great effort there. On his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Texans have taken a 6-touchdown lead. Extra point splits the uprights. And the route is on here in this first half. Out is the Texans kick team as they'll send this one away. And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and they'll take over at the 25. And out now comes Jacksonville as they get ready to go. Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left. More than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45.
That's certainly one way to beat the blitz. Get it out of your hands quickly and get it to the big fella.
Very effective. Saw the pressure, got rid of it, and the completion ensued. Here's Lawrence to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a first down. Draw play, ETN. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. Here's a 2nd and 5. Looking to throw, Lawrence. Oh, he'll want that one back. Incomplete. He doesn't drop too many in that department. 3rd down. Some of the fans here don't seem too happy. in this first half.
No, not at all, and I understand why. They look lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. Lawrence, now this is ETN on the draw. And he gets it to the 34, good enough for the first. Move the chains, a gain of 7 on 3rd down.
I definitely like the play call. You don't expect it on 3rd and 5, 3rd and 6, do you? You expect a pass play. Had a little courage there to call the run, and boy, they were successful.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Now Lawrence to throw. Looking for the out route here, and it's completed to Kirk. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. They get 17 down to the 17, and it's a 1st down. Looking to throw. Lawrence. Open man is Kirk, complete. And able to get this down inside the 15, either the 13 or 14 before he's out of bounds.
But it appears that they read man defense and went to the out route, and what you have to do on that one is the receiver's got to make sure he works the defender towards the middle of the field to give himself space to cut to the outside and have that ball delivered with good timing, and they got it done.
Throwing again on 2nd down, but this time it's incomplete.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away, but the bottom line is that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
On 3rd down, Lawrence. The throw out wide going to be incomplete. Blanketed coverage by Houston. Makes it 4th down.
Sometimes it's just not your day. There's another failure right there on 3rd down.
And his kick is good. And they get back 3, but this remains a large deficit. Well, the good news, at least they won't take that goose egg into the locker room. Maybe a little something to build on.
Yeah, it hasn't been the greatest of first halves for them, has it? But at least now, as you mentioned, they put some points on the board. And it's been funny in our experience watching games. Sometimes something as little as a field goal can change the fortunes of a team, and they could come out and look real sharp in the second half.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And with a huge lead already, they may be thinking, hey, our job's complete for these first 2 quarters. Let's get this to the locker room. And he'll work this back to right around the line of scrimmage and surrender there. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. So we've reached halftime here in what is quickly turning into quite a rout. As we send you a couple hours south of here to Orlando, that's where we check in with a coach and our EA Sports halftime report.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. It's all down to this. Week 18 of the NFL.
Only 30 minutes left in the regular season, and everybody's excited for the playoffs, so we're just going to forget the halftime show and get back to the football. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. The Jaguars with work to do. They trail here as we are back underway on EA Sports. The Jaguars ready to get going to start quarter number 3. And they have a mountainous deficit looming in front of them. It was really, Charles, a disaster of a first half. So where do they go from here?
Well, first thing they have to remember is that what's done is done, and there's no going back. And now you have to play this drive by drive. Obviously, come back in this spot, pretty unlikely, but you still have to go out and take pride in your work and try and put something together here in the second half.
And he gets forward up the middle, but only for a couple. It'll be 2nd down. They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Here's Lawrence. A short throw to Ingram. Call it a gain of 3 on the play, and it brings up 3rd and 5 now.
Completion was given up, but that's why you play zone defense, so that you can have people around the ball when it's caught, and you don't give up much run after the catch.
Lawrence will throw. Finding space at the 40. And gets it across the 50 and down to the 48. A good pickup there at 22.
There's a nice pickup right there, and after watching that play, I'm thinking about all the lost opportunities that they've had so far in this game. But right now, just focus on continuing to move the ball the way they did on the last play.
They'll throw this out wide and complete it to Ridley. So just 3 yards on the completion there. And it'll be second down.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
Now a nice throw here right side. He hauls it in. And he's going to be taken down with another first down as the stop's made at the Texans' 17-yard line. A really good pickup of 28 yards. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. Out of the gun, it's Lawrence. And one more time, here's Kirk. They'll give him 4 yards there, and it'll be second down.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6 at the Texans' 13-yard line.
A give running right, Etienne. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
Well, they certainly had success throwing the ball on this drive, and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play. Stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally, because otherwise, pass rush is just tee off on your quarterback. It makes it very, very difficult for him in that situation.
Oh, had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going. And his kick is indeed good. And they'll get back 3, but this remains a large deficit. I'm kind of surprised by that they kicked the field goal. I guess you get some points, but this deficit 3rd quarter, I don't know.
Yeah, I don't either. Yeah, I'm with you on that one. When you're down that much, kicking a field goal, does it feel a little bit maybe waving the white flag and just want to get out of here? Yeah, I think you got to go ahead and try and get some bigger points on the board.
And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. Here's the Texans offense now, readying for their first possession of the second half. On 1st down, here's Stroud. They'll roll him out right. His throw incomplete.
But you know me, whether you need it or not, I'm going to give a little unsolicited advice. Just throw it downfield out of the pocket only if you're absolutely sure. Otherwise, use your running ability and try and get those yards a safer way.
He'll buy some time right. And that's going to be caught. T. Higgins. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. He has a first down, and that catch will also put him over 100 yards receiving now on the afternoon. Stroud off the play fake. That's going to be brought in by Higgins. And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. A very solid gain of 27. So in Jacksonville territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 32-yard line. Play action. Stroud now sliding out of the pocket. Throws right side, and that's complete. And he is out of bounds, but first he gets it inside the 10 to the 7. 2 chunk plays in a row. The last one was over 20 yards, and so is this one. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. Play action. Here's Stroud. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Trayvon Walker buries him for a loss of 11 from his outside linebacker spot. First down, a bit of a disaster, and now on 2nd and goal, back even further. Stroud looking to change the play. On play action, they'll throw. This is caught. Touchdown, Texans. Brevin Jordan from 19 yards away. And the Texans just continue to roll. Extra point right down the middle. And the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter.
Jaguars 6.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line. Out comes the Jacksonville offense as they get set to take over here. Well, we're still in the third quarter, so there's some time to kind of clean this up and make it look more respectable. Now, a win, that's probably gone out the window, Charles, but I don't know. Do you look at this as a time to just improve and maybe start to look towards the future?
I think you have to find something to play for, something to grasp onto until the clock runs out. But, Brandon, we've been around this game a long time. This is an outlier. You don't get many blowouts like this no matter how the game looks on paper going in. This one has turned out to be everyone's worst nightmare realized.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Lawrence. Throwing middle, but it's incomplete.
At this point in the game, in the situation they're in, partner, these incompletions that we're seeing, they need to turn into positive snaps, and soon.
These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. Now Lawrence. And it's caught on his sideline, but he's not going to have a first down. They say he was out of bounds, so a big call there that brings up 4th. Here's Logan Cook now, as he's on for the 5th time here today. This is taken at the 23. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. Following the punt return here, there's someone shaken up. And this is certainly not what you want to see in the final week of the year. We'll be back. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
And, partner, as a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now. But let's give credit where it's due, because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there on the back end.
And because offensively, we know that they're not going to be shy about throwing that football. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. Another first down there as this one goes for 25. Well, up big, but still not hesitating to take some shots downfield, CD. I guess they really want to hammer home their dominance in this one.
Yeah, that much is apparent, partner. If they keep completing throws like that, They'll keep that gap awfully wide as they've established already.
Rolling to his right. And got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Houston. From 10 yards out. And the Texans will add on to their lead here in the final minute of the third. And now, of course, all scoring plays are reviewed, and I think they're going to take it. So they called it a touchdown originally, and this will stay a touchdown after the video review, so they had it right. Point after, right down the middle. And the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter.
Jaguars 6.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25. And out now comes Jacksonville as they get ready to go. See if they can put this drive in the end zone, Charles, because it's been a little bit of a rough go at times. They've had to punt the football a ton in this ball game because of stalled out drives.
So are you saying that you're kind of tired of seeing the punter run out there and do his thing during this game? Is that what you're trying to say?
Yeah, well, I mean, I'm okay with it. I have a feeling that this offense, they don't want to see the punter again.
And frankly, the punter doesn't want to run out there anymore himself. He would love to see his offense put together a drive and give his leg a rest.
At the 32-yard line. That's the end of the
1 quarter remains here as the regular season. Back now in Jacksonville. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the fourth quarter. A very one-sided affair. Now Lawrence to throw on second down. They'll try and set up the screen to ETN. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. 7 yards there and a first down.
But they certainly had success throughout this contest getting him the ball in the passing game, and there he picks up another first down. Whatever they saw going into this one, they've been able to capitalize on it, and no adjustment has been made to take it away.
Flushed out right. He'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with second and a yard.
I do think it's fair to say that they were caught off guard a little bit when he decided not to throw it on first down. But give them credit, they recovered in time to deny him the first down yardage. But it's only second and short, so that run is still likely to lead to a new set of downs.
And shutting him off now open field. He is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. The catch and run, good for 24 yards. So first and 10 now in Houston territory as they've got it to the 28-yard line. Meanwhile, Lawrence's throw here taken in by Ingram. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. Now, hang on here a second. Looks like a Jaguar in some obvious discomfort from that last play. Well, week 18, this is just when you hope everybody can get through the regular season healthy, but the medical staff is going to have to take a look here, and we'll step aside. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Trevor Lawrence keeping it himself from 5 yards out. And the Jaguars are finally into the end zone here in this fourth quarter. The extra point splits the uprights as they make the score just a slight bit more respectable here in the final quarter of play. After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. Out comes the Houston offense as they get set to take over here. We've paid this offense plenty of compliments already, but, I mean, they are deserving as they start another series. To be leading by this much with so much time left to play in the fourth, Charles, it's really, really been impressive to watch.
It has been, and you have to think to yourself, the preparation that went into this, but the absolute focus that they kept throughout.
They're looking for Higgins, but it is intercepted. Rayshon Jenkins picks it off, and he's going to take this one back to the 37-yard line. CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. Now a 2nd and 10. Now Lawrence. He'll drop this one off with ETN. And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. Now after the play, it looks like there's a Texan here slow to get up. Now this is just the last thing you want to see in the final week of the regular season. Well, I hope he's okay. We'll step aside and be right back. Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
And this one is right bang Broadway. They'll get back 3, but this remains a large deficit. In the grand scheme of things, those 3 points likely not going to matter much, but I guess they get a little closer, a little more respectability.
Yeah, you're exactly right. They've been outplayed all game long, but like my mom used to tell me all the time before I went out, dress up a little bit, son. Make yourself respectable. And that's what they're doing here. They're just dressing up the final score.
And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25. Set to take over. You just kind of feel for the defense right now. This deficit, they have not been able to stop them the entire game, Charles. And some hands on hips, some long faces out there on the defensive side. They're like, oh my gosh, we got to face these guys again here.
Yeah, people don't understand how hard it is when you're on the side that's being dominated to keep your head up and continue to play hard. And that's what they're going through right now, trying to find that pride inside of them to allow them to continue to fight, even though they are down huge in this game.
Stroud sets up the play action. They'll roll him out right. He's got his man on the crossing route. This is Higgins. This duo locked in, 14 yards there and a 1st down. Now they'll go play action here with Stroud. He'll buy some time right. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's 2nd down.
I did like his decision-making there to make sure they picked up something instead of forcing a throw. Now they got more manageable play coming up to try and pick up the 1st down, and don't rule out the possibility that he just keeps it and runs again.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete. But their passing attack, even though that one was incomplete, has been really sharp in this one. It's resulted in a lot of touchdowns, and it looks like they're not going to stop throwing the football until the very end of this one.
Well, that will certainly make everyone involved on offense pretty happy, because that gives them all a chance to pad their stats a bit. But as far as the actual
touchdown, John Mechie, 38 yards. And the Texans stretch this 4th quarter lead even further, and they are closing in on win number 12 of the season. Extra point right down the middle. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. Out is the Texans kick team as they'll send this one away. And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and they'll take over at the 25. Out comes the Jaguar offense now as they get set to take over. Well, I think that the folks here had hoped that maybe this home atmosphere would carry their guys to a surprise victory, but it does not appear that that's going to be the case. There's too much. And now this is intercepted. My goodness. And he's going to return it to the 21-yard line.
Intercepted by the Texans. They'll take over 1st and 10 at the 21-yard line.
Stroud to the air on 1st and 10. And that is caught. Touchdown, Texans. A great play there with his 3rd touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year. And the Texans continue to run up the score. They lead it big here in the 4th. Point after, right down the middle. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Jaguars getting set to go. Facing a big 4th quarter deficit here, things not looking good. You know, this offense, though, they've been in the top half of the NFL so far this season, but in this one, well, their defense has really struggled. This one caught by Ridley. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
On 2nd down, Lawrence. That's caught. It's Strange, the tight end. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a 1st down.
Many different ways to create space, but on that play, he did it with that big, wide body of his. Didn't get a whole lot of yardage on the play, but it did what it was supposed to. Pick up a 1st down.
Lawrence's throw into the hands of Kirk. And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43.
Nothing fancy on 1st down, but a very consistent type of a play. Hit that slant. A lot of people call it an extension of the running game, and it can be if that pass is completed, because you hit a guy on the run like that, you often can go for big yardage.
Sets him up nicely for 2nd down, staying ahead of schedule. And he's going to be taken down with another 1st down as the stop's made at the Texans' 39.
Jaguars, 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 39.
From the shotgun, Lawrence. A short throw there to Strange. Only able to gain a couple there, and that's going to bring up 2nd down.
Obviously, this has not been a banner game throwing the football. So what you got to do, you got to kind of down focus, don't you think? Find the tight end, take some easier completions.
Yeah, interception last drive. There he hits the reliable target. But to throw again is Lawrence. Eluding the pressure right. So it's Jaguar football here as we welcome you back. They've got it 1st and goal as they look to punch in a late score. Looking to throw, Lawrence. And this is caught. Well, they get one back. Picking up the late touchdown here, but still down big. The touchdown all set up by the big play one snap before, but they finish it off here with a shorter completion, this time for the score.
I like how they stuck with what got them there, right? The big pass play. Got the momentum going, right? That's you create it with a play like that, and you come right back with another pass play to finalize things off.
From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And he'll be brought down at the 28-yard line, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone gets him 3 more. And now out comes Houston. And this team continues to stake its claim as Super Bowl favorites. They are now eyeing an 8th straight win as they begin this drive here in the 4th quarter. On the ground, it's Pierce to begin the drive. And he'll push his way forward to about the 32. Tackle made by Devin Lloyd, the linebacker.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
That one looks like he'll throw here. Out to his left. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
Partner, in the sportsmanship handbook, there's something to be said for calling the dogs off in a blowout. But these defenders, they also know this is the NFL, and it's their job to stop them, whether they're in the game or they're down by a handful of touchdowns.
Now here's Stroud. He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete. Well, at this juncture, CD, you normally see teams pack in the passing game. They've got the huge lead. Not them, though. They're still taking their shots.
I remember reading in past history, there was a college football coach in the Hall of Fame whose nickname was Close the Gates of Mercy. He wasn't really big on that. He was big on going ahead and scoring. He's got reincarnated right here. We're watching it in front of us.
So not only do they convert on fourth, but they pick up 22 yards in the process. Those are the kinds of plays right there that show you why he's the #3 man in the NFL in terms of receiving yards.
Also tells you there's a full combination of what he's got going in his game. You name it, from route. Football. That's why he's able to produce those types of numbers.
They'll come up on a 2nd and 4 now from the 40-yard line. And now what's this? They fake the spike. He'll throw it, and that'll be caught. And he's going to get out of bounds at least. So the fake spike does yield a completion, but that's a big risk to run there. Well, the fake spike becoming a little bit more prevalent in today's game. It worked there.
Those old days of brother-in-law in that play, where you kind of know what they're doing. They're going to, spike the ball and the play's dead and everyone just kind of relaxes. Those are gone, aren't they? Because now they're faking it and completing passes downfield. They make you look bad, and they hurt you in the yardage category, too.
Brother-in-law?
Yeah, where you kind of do it together, like, you know what I'm going to do, I know what you're going to do, and you just hang out.
Can I steal that one?
Yeah, you can have that one.
That. Steps away. And this ball incomplete. Looked very much to be a catchable ball and could not hang on. 2nd down coming up. Well, they're up comfortably here, Charles, but that lead certainly not dissuading them from pressing the envelope late. I mean, if anything, with these passes, it's like they're getting more aggressive to try to drive the ball downfield.
And that will certainly lend itself to some post-game questions for that coach, and maybe you and I should attend that press conference and see what he has to say, because someone's going to ask him why he continued to push it. My guess, he didn't like how some of the snaps were run earlier, and he wanted to use that as a chance to clean things up, but he certainly will have some explaining to do.
Well, they probably don't need to run a play here, but you wonder if they're going to be able to resist on 1st and goal. Stroud. His pass caught at the 4. Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal. Throwing now is Stroud. And out of his hands quickly to Higgins. The Texans going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout. That'll be their 3rd and final stoppage here as we step aside. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
When you run into slant, timing is everything, and against that man coverage, there's no space available, and incompletion as a result.
I guess not content to get another 3 here late. They'll try to add 6 more as they go on 4th and goal. And this will be caught, and the carnage continues. It's another touchdown. Well, when they said before the game that they were going to try and execute every second of this contest, I guess that was taken literally, because here they are in the final moments of the 4th, putting another touchdown on the board, Charles, to add to this big lead.
I'm not a big believer in 110%, but it certainly applies here, doesn't it? Because some guys just can't go with less. As long as there's time left on the clock, they're pushing to get to the end zone one more time. They don't really care about what the optics show. They just want to finish the game off the way that they like to play it. Full speed, all out.
The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. But we said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD. But unfortunately, the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing. And, partner, they do have some good news, though. This one is getting close to being over, and they can try and hit the reset button starting tomorrow.